this video, I'm going to show you how to actually thread the machine, how to put the foot on, how to put the bobbin in, and go from there. So the first things first, I'm going to put the bobbin in. Okay. This machine, I already took it off, but I'm going to show y'all. Actually, I'm going to turn it on so you can see. Okay. When you turn it on and you plug it in, it's going to look like that. Okay. Now, the first things first, has this little clip here. Push that down, it pops that up. Okay. Don't lose this. Set that off to the side. Then I'm going to set the camera down, that way I can kind of show y'all how I'm doing it. Okay. I don't know if you can see there. Bear with me. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see. Right here it gives details instructions. The string is supposed to go this way, okay? So that's your number 1. See how the arrow shows it goes around? And number 2, on the second part, if your string is going this way, you got it going the wrong way. So, first things first, your bobbin, that's this thing, okay? So you want to make sure you set it in there, okay? So it's in there and the string is going this way. It's got an arrow right here. Let me see. Let's see if I can do this right. It's got an arrow going right here saying the string should go this way. So what you do, bring the string down around to this cutter. There's a cutter right here, so you got to bring the string down around this to this cutter. Cut it. You're done. That's all you have to do. Okay? Take your lid, put it back in, clip it down. Okay? That's all you have to do on that part. Now, most important thing, second most important thing, is your needle that you're going to be threading with. There's a lot of different types of needles. There's mini needles, and so far I've found that I ordered these. There's different classes, different sizes of needles. I have some that I ordered especially for embroidery. It's the 7511. Now there's 2 different foots. Now I know mine came with a zipper foot too, but I don't use that thing, so I misplaced it already since I've had my machine. It's probably in with my other stuff. Now, if you can see this right here, this is the embroidery foot, okay? And I usually use the 7511s for the embroidery hook, and this is your regular sewing foot, okay? Now on your needle for this machine, I don't know if you can see, let me see where the camera is. It has a flat part. You see that? I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me bring the camera up so you can see. Where is it at? Okay. See there? Has a flat part and the rounded part. Let's see if we can zoom in. Rounded, flat. Now on this part, this one right here, this is what you unscrew to stick your needle in. Okay? Let's do this. Let's try to do this. I put the flat part on the back. Now my fingers will probably be in the way, so there's a hole right here. Okay? Try to push it up as far as you can and tighten it. Now I use the back of my fingernail, or you can use something hard, but you want to make sure that it's tightened. A lot of times if you don't put it in there right, you'll end up bending your needle and whatnot, and then you'll be having other kind of issues. Now on this part, I'm gonna put my regular foot. Okay, now what I'm gonna end up doing is the foot part right here. I don't know if you can see. Let me get this right. The foot part has a flat side. Okay, so this is flat on the left side and rounded. So the flat part right there is going to go up, and then you're going to use that screw right there to tighten it. Okay, so let me set that down again. And the best way to do it is to lift the presser foot up. Trying not to get my fingers in the way so y'all can see. And it comes with this screwdriver. As you can see there, like I said, I'm trying not to get, and you want to tighten it. Okay, now that's tight and everything, go up, down. Everything's tight on it. So you should be good to go there. So that's how you set up your bobbin, your needle, and your presser foot. Now you can change these out. There's this little black button back here on the back. You just push it and this foot will change out, and you can change out like your zipper or something else, a different type of foot if you have a wider foot or not. But like I said, I've only used this one and my embroidery needle. Haven't really used anything else. So, okay. Now the second part is that we're going to add the thread. Now, this is for your thread bobbin. I usually use this size. This is 100% polyester, 40 weight. So this is what I'm going to be using to thread it. So bear with me. You lift this up. That goes in like so. Okay. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. It tells you right here what you're supposed to do. Your line is supposed to go through this little eyelid right here. Come back around here. Come down. But remember, you got to have your foot up, because in here, it moves these little hooks up and down. I don't know if you can see. And that's what grabs your thread. Grabs your thread and it pulls it down and everything. So basically you'll come straight down to number 3 right here. See how it says 3? You'll go up around that hook back to number 5, come back down, and then there's 6. You'll hook it right there, come through here, and then you'll bring your thread to number 7 and make sure it fits tight up in there, because it'll hold it. And then you come over here to your cutter and cut it. Okay, now this machine comes with an automatic threader. If you did everything right, when you push this down, as you saw that, it'll automatically thread it. If it's hitting your needle, that means you don't have your needle set high enough, or it's wrong, or you have it turned. So you want to make sure your needle is set high enough and you tighten it. So I'm going to go ahead and thread this. And like I said, I'm going to try to show you. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. Babe, really? So you go back behind here. down, up. Remember, you want to stay behind that. Hook it behind there. You see how it's hooked? Bring it down. Okay, this is the hard part because I'm trying to hold the camera and show you. Back behind 6. Run it through 5. So it's back behind 6. And then run it through there. 7. Now I kind of told you, see? Automatic cutter. And like if you did everything right, it'll automatically thread it. Okay, you see how it threaded? It went through, so everything came out right. You just pull it. And you're good to go there. So I hope that helped y'all out and everything. So like I said, in order to get this machine started and get it ready to print, you just hit the screen. Okay? And now these are your different stitches, okay? So you can toggle your arrow to see the different stitches that you want to try and mess with. I would just go through them all and then just get you a piece of cloth or fabric and just start stitching. Like I'm gonna just go ahead and pick this one, right? And like I said, when you're ready to stitch it and everything, you just hit the foot down and the light turns green. Okay, now there's a couple of things that you want to know. This cuts your thread, so once you're done threading, this cuts it. This makes the machine go faster or slower. So however you want to sew fast, you go fast, or if you want to go slow. Okay, so those are some of kind of the easy things to know right now that you need to know to help you out along the way. So guys, if this helps y'all out, please give it a thumbs up and a like. That's how to get it started for threading. This foot raises and lowers your thread as you're going to sewing and everything. If you need to raise and lower, that's what that does right there. Like I said, this starts it. You press the presser foot down, you lift it up whenever you're ready to go. And if you're wanting to cut, you just press that and it'll cut the thread and you can lift it up and pull out your fabric out. Okay, so that's pretty much the simple logistics of it, of getting started to sewing. This is your tension. This, I wouldn't mess with it because they say it already comes factory set and everything, but if you have to, that's how you mess with the tension of the thread. Sometimes if you have the bobbin showing through, you have to mess with the tension of it, or a lot of times just use the same color on the bobbin as your thread, and if it does show through, that'll help you out. But usually it's a lot of practice and it's a lot of trial and error to get it right. So I hope this helps y'all out getting started. Like I said, just let me know if you have any other issues. I'll do another video on how to do the embroidery part. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, guys, you're almost ready to sew. Don't forget to hook up your presser foot. It goes hooked up right here. And then also it has a USB port for your embroidery files that you want to put in your USB stick. And there's your presser foot at the bottom. So guys, like I said, I'm just going to start with the first one. You can change the different widths of it. So we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll show y'all a little bit. Like I said, you want to get started. That raises your foot. When you're ready to rock and roll, just lower it. You got a green light, you're good to go. And you just press your presser foot. You're good to go. Now remember, I told y'all this speeds up the speed. You want to go really slow? That's slow right here. You want to reverse it? Okay, y'all see that? You want to do a stitch down, takes it down. You want to do a stitch up, it takes it up. You want to cut your stitch, it automatically cut it. Raise your presser foot up, and you should be, well, I didn't cut it all the way. That's no big deal. Just bring it up, cut it. Okay, there's your first stitch. All it is taking practice with it. See that bobbin kind of, it started coming up at the top, but that's when I was messing with going up and down. But you know, I'll show y'all again. We'll do another line. Bring presser foot down, and in order to get this stitch in, you got to press the presser foot. Just let it go, it'll guide itself, you know, just keep it kind of straight. And that's how you get to sewing. And you get to the end, normally you can kind of slow it down with your foot. Normally what I do is at this point, I raise it, I leave it down, I turn it around. If I want to go back a little bit, and then I just sew it back, and then there, then I cut it, raise it, and it should be cutting the bottom. I don't know why it's not cutting the bottom. Maybe I don't have something quite set up right. But there's the bottom stitch, and there's the top stitch. Now something's not quite working out right. Maybe my thread or maybe my bobbin. I just ordered these, or I picked those up from Walmart, so it might be the tension. Might have to mess with the tension. But that gets you started, guys. Like I said, it's with your machine, you're gonna have to play with it and a lot of trial and error. So, but that's it.